Us who are lucky enough to have a mentor as we were growing and developing as a human being will know the massive difference that it can make to your life. And it's not just someone to help you navigate hard times and work through tough decisions. It can be as simple as being a great role model or just providing a little bit of advice to keep you on the right path. Now, that's why the Australian Indigenous Mentoring Experience, also known as AIM, is doing such great work in such an important space. It's been running for about 15 years, currently working with students at around 350 plus schools throughout Australia. They've got about 3,000 volunteers as well working with Indigenous high school students, helping them to succeed as the same rate as their non-Indigenous peers. We've been lucky enough this morning to be joined in the studio by Brendan Newton, who is an AIM recruiter, and he's here to tell us a little about the program. Brendan, welcome into ABC Far North, mate.
Thanks, brother. It's great to be here.
It is good to see you too, and we have chatted before to people from AIM, but I want to start from a position of a person listening right now who doesn't know anything about how the program works. Can you tell us a little bit about it, please?
Yeah, well, it's kind of founded on the idea that school's a little stiff, and we're going to try to break it up a little bit and turn the party on for these kids that come in, high school age Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander students, and we put mentors next to them to make them feel safe, make them feel grounded, and the results are sort of telling that the kids are enjoying the process and they hang around at school.
And can you tell us a little bit about sorts of numbers, where the kids come from as well, Brendan?
Cool. So basically, as you said, we're working with around about 10,000 Indigenous students all over the nation. We've engaged about 350 high schools, and the mentors predominantly obviously come from the local towns, local universities. So what we've been able to do is light up little towns like Cairns, like Mackay, like Townsville, with the mentoring relationship. Just human connection, basically.
So, Brendan, tell us a little of how it changes the lives for these young people.
So consistency is really important through your teenage years. If someone's sitting there on a weekly basis and say, "Yeah, look, I'm here for you, and I'll sit with you, and I'll listen." That's the crux of it. We also understand there's a bunch of dynamic research behind meaningful education as opposed to rote learning. We try to put it's self-fueled education. The students are in the driver's seat, so we allow that dynamic to happen in a repeatable fashion, and we understand that our history has a bit of a tricky past, and in Australia particularly, and we understand that if we're going to turn this on our head, we need to be quite serious about how we look at systematically changing that in every town in Australia, and Cairns is a huge focus for us in the next 12 months.
And why is that, Brendan?
Because we understand there's a lot of Indigenous students up here. We understand that what's worked in other towns could potentially work really well in Cairns, and my particular objective landing in the Cairns studio with you here today is to recruit two things: a local staff member, a full-time staff member to run the program, light this town up, and recruit heaps of mentors and mentees. So that's on offer, and if you won't mind me saying, I'm going to throw my mobile number out there.
Do it.
Yeah, 0419 031 837.
Do it one more time.
0419 031 837. Give me a call. If you're a baller, you want to change the world and you want to change the Cairns community, you want to actually step up and work your ass off to get kids through school and light up this town. If that sounds like you, give me a call, give me a text, and let's make this happen.
Who could resist that? If you don't have a pen on you, you're in the car, you're somewhere you couldn't get that number down. Our number's 1300 801 222. You can call us at any time. We'll pass on Brendan's details. So who are these mentors that you're looking for as well, Brendan? Just give us a sense of the kind of spectrum here, because there might be people listening at various age groups from various demographics wondering if they can play a role.
Fantastic, mate. And yeah, everyone listening now is a potential mentor. If you've got a heartbeat, I think the potential to sit in a chair with a student, that's enough. And you'll go through some pretty empirically tested training of 8 hours of cultural sensitivity and program structure, child protection. We put you through all that. So you have to have a bit of guts about you. But in the end, if you're a human being in the Cairns community and you'd like to be a mentor, aimmentoring.com, be a mentor. So you can just apply there and let's do this.
And it also has an effect on the remainder of the community in a wider sense.
100%. If we're really going to be honest about our history in Australia, I think all of us are on a journey, and that journey is about sitting with people, connecting with people, and I think the context of being in the AIM program as a mentor, that's a wonderful step to take, and yeah, we hope that the Cairns community steps up and volunteers at least an hour a week of their individual lives, so that we can start to see a better Australia in the future and a happier Australia.
Yeah, and it's better than just sitting around lamenting a certain set of or state of affairs, the challenges that face our community generally. That this is a way to actually do something about it and be proactive.
Yeah, it's wonderful, and beyond the serious side, it's also like a hell of a lot of fun. We often it's pretty much a dance party at the program days. We dance around and be stupid, because vulnerability is our best weapon towards human disconnection. I think what we can do with ourselves, if we're vulnerable with our state and sit with people and look people in the eye, it changes everything.
Brendan, the number that you've read out, both for mentors plus that online website, this number also the best for that person you're looking for the full-time position.
100%.
Well.
So
and
if you're
an ASAP situation, trying to get
ASAP, I've got my headphones here. I'm ready to field 100 phone calls after this interview. So 0419 031 837 for a full-time staff member, $70,000 a year, to actually light up and change the town as a full-time staff member. We're also looking for 100 mentors. That can be anyone on the other side of this, a volunteer position as a mentor. Call me, 0419 031 837.
I hope that you elicit the response that you're looking for, Brendan. You well should. Thank you so much for such an impassioned discussion this morning.
Yeah, thanks so much, man.
You are more than welcome. It is now 29 minutes away from 10 on ABC Far North with me, Kia Shorey. Great to have your company. Again, Brendan's number, 0419 031 837. He just said, if this is about changing Cairns community, changing the lives of these kids, as well as I think he just said $70,000 too, so that's nothing to be sneezed at. Let's not sneeze. Up next, we're going to head to the Cassowary Coast, bring you the latest headlines from around that neck of the woods. There's plenty more to come over this morning as well. Phil Staley with you after 10. Conversations from 11 this morning.
Wow.
Legend. Now, ask Amanda when you go out, once she's finished this